evening and welcome to East Campus Stadium for tonight's Liberty League matchup featuring the Dutchwomen of Union College and your RPI engineers. Now for the starting lineups. First, the visitors from Union. Number 7, Brianna Norella. Number 8, Whitney Pickford. Number 9, Jessica Farland. Number 12, Stacy Selesky. Number 13, Jenna Cornwall. Number 17, Molly Gilchrist. Number 21, Allie Leahy. Number 23, Julia Shively. Number 25, Katie Monahan. Number 27, Sydney Keene. And goal for the Dutchwomen, number 0, Allison Brustowitz. Union is led by head coach Brian Speck, assisted by Brad Utter and Rob Parker. Now the starting lineup for your RPI engineers. Number 2, Carrie White. Number 3, Coley Mauder. Number 5, Sandy Kirk. Number 11, Sam Lamort. Number 12, Corey Winslow. Number 15, Taylor Carrico. Number 20, Shelby Stromerson. Number 21, Casey Murphy. Number 22, Stephanie May. Number 26, Dolly Hilarion. And in goal for the engineers, number 1, Tori Riopel. RPI is led by head coach Greg Cathell, assisted by Rebecca Lee and Erica Van Zandt. We ask that you now please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Hey, Liberty League and Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives are grounds to remove the site of competition. Additionally, public intoxication, the consumption, use, or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products in all Rensselaer facilities and outdoor venues is strictly prohibited.
Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to East Campus Stadium for tonight's Liberty League matchup featuring the Dutchwomen of Union College and the Engineers of RPI. My name is Perry Lascaris here on RPI TV, bringing you all of tonight's action. And we are underway. RPI wearing their home white uniforms. The Dutchwomen wearing all maroon here on this evening. And it's an early possession for the Dutchwomen here in RPI territory. Throw in coming. RPI senior captain Taylor Karitko wins that header. Back into touch. It'll be another throw for the Dutchwomen. They'll look for Whitney Bickford, one of the top scorers on this team, trying to turn on Karitko. Good battle, and now it's going to be a chance here. Bickford into the box. She's going to play it across. Cleared away for a second by White. Another attempt, and it's going to be Kirk who finally works it out of danger. Early chance for Union as Whitney Bickford got beyond the RPI defense, but here is Dally Alarian for RPI. Looking to make an early ball across for Winslow. It's a bit behind her, and the flag is up for offside. Getting you up to date here, the Dutchwomen are 7-2-2 overall, 1-2-2 in league play. Good for third in the conference, right behind RPI. Off to a 2-0 start in conference play. The Engineers are 7-3-1 on the season. It'll be the goalkeeper, senior Allison Brustowitz, to put the ball back into play. Coley Mauter ahead for Winslow. It'll be tracked down by Union, however. Stacy Silvetsky looking to play it forward. Well defended that time by Stromerson. And now Steph May, who's seen some time in the midfield, starting at right back as of late. There's a ball from Mauter, not quite what it needed to get to Alarian. Long ball over the top. Out to grab it will be the two-time reigning league player of the week, Tori Riopel. Has started every game so far for the Engineers this season. So her record equal to that of the Engineers as a team. There's a good flick-on header. Looking for Lamort, who's onside. A big touch there. We'll see if she can track it down. She does get there. See if she wins the corner. No. Fans wanted it. It'll be a goal kick to Union. This series all-time heavily favors the Dutchwomen. 23-4 is the all-time series. RPI's last win coming in 2011. There's a 1-0 win on the road. Here's a ball played in towards the top of the box. Cleared out by the Engineers. It's going to be Winslow. Team's scoring leader is Corey Winslow, a sophomore from nearby Ballston Spa. Tries to get on the end of that clearance. Now Alarian flicks it to herself, but it's out of play. Early on here, no score, RPI and Union. Men's soccer also going on almost at the exact same time. That game started at 7 o'clock in Schenectady. There is a goal in that game. The Engineers are leading on Matt Carberry's 4th goal of the season. Came in the 3rd minute. And it'll come down for another throw for Union here. Both teams trying to feel each other out right now. Union with the early opportunity, but the Engineers collapsed towards the top of the 6-yard box and shut things down on the cross. Here's Sandy Kirk, senior from Houston, Texas, and she wins an RPI throw. Engineers unbeaten in their last 6 games so far. A 5-0-1 record in that stretch as Alarian tries to turn. She'll lay it back to Mauter. Wide for the speedy Winslow. To the end line, looking for the cross. It's blocked. She'll like to play it backwards, and it's over and picked off by Gilchrist. Gilchrist has been a thorn in the Engineers' side for a number of years. Finally a senior. As the ball pops free to Lamort, 5th-year senior. Wide for Alarian, who's gotten in some space early so far this game. Tries to cut it back. A left-footed cross is low. Partial clearance. The Dutchwoman will get on it, and they'll look to find Gilchrist in the middle. She lays it off for Silvetsky. May tries to step in, but it's won back cleanly by Cornwall. Ball flipped on, and it's going to be White who wins it. White now playing in the center back position with Stromerson, with the addition of May to the back line. Here's Dorella, one of the team's top scorers this year and last is Brianna Dorella. 3 goals and an assist for her so far. Here's the ball played in towards the box. No danger for Rhea Pell as she tracks it down. Punted upfield. It'll take a bit of a deflection there. Worked wide from Allie Leahy, a freshman out of Newburyport, Mass., who starts along the back line for Union. Now May. Very good on the ball is Steph May, and she finds Karitko. Karitko forward for Lamort, who tried to leave it off for Murphy, but there's a little bit of miscommunication. The Engineers keep the ball. Stromerson for Murphy, the transfer from St. Peter's last season. Solid left foot. She can cross the ball from that left side. She starts at left back for the Engineers. Here's a ball over the top. Trying to find Katie Monahan, a freshman from Ipswich, Mass. She looks to work on Stromerson along the flank. Drops it back for Bickford. Bickford to the end line. A little bit of a heavy touch, and it'll be an RPI goal kick. Bickford, 4 goals and 4 assists for a team-high 12 points for Union. 2 of her 4 goals have been game winners. She's been the starter in all 11 games for Union. Getting back to the Engineers and their 6-game unbeaten streak. Started back on the 17th of September with a 1-1 draw at home against Oneonta. They won their last 5 games after that, including an overtime game at Rochester on the 27th of September, as well as a North Country sweep last weekend. They beat Clarkson 2-1 and St. Lawrence 1-0. That's how they've gotten to this point. A 2-0 start in the league. Looking to add to it here and trying to create some separation from Union, which lost to St. Lawrence and tied Clarkson over that very same weekend. Sandy Kirk on the dribble, lost it for a second. Alarian trying to fight her way through. Does get a foot on the ball, but goes right to a Union defender. Karitko trying to spray it wide. It's over the head of Winslow, and she was not anticipating that. It'll be a Union throw-in. Longest unbeaten streak for RPI since 2002. That team opened the season by winning its first 8 games. Winslow with a steal. Finds Kirk, who just gave it right away. Dorella back for Bickford, who's dropped a little bit into the midfield early on in this game. Karitko for Coley Mauder. Mauder had the game winner. Engineers last time out against St. Lawrence. There's a ball from May into the feet of Alarian, but she's offside. Bounding ball in midfield. White gets her head on it. Flicked on by Mauder. Winslow dropping it back. White with a fake. She goes after the ball, loses it. It'll be controlled by Dorella. Now Silvetsky trying to play it through the middle. Swept out by Stromerson. Ball played through, and it'll come right to Rhea Pell. No shots so far in this game. As Union has had the probably best chance for either side. That came really, I think in the second minute of this game. We're now just about 10 minutes in. There's a long ball up the flank. Lamort's going to get there. Valerian running in the box. The cross was partially blocked and now cleared out. Murphy gets on it for the Engineers in a forward position for her. She'll look to dribble. Murphy trying to find a lane, gets it in the air. Tackle by Valerian, nearly got on it the second time. Header won by Stromerson. Now a long ball through. Stromerson's going to have the beat on this one. She'll play it back to Riopel. Riopel, a freshman from Ashburn, Virginia. Stepped right in and has started every game for the Engineers this season, as I mentioned. Solid numbers for her. .71 goals against, .849 save percentage. Here's a cross that was blocked, and the first corner kick coming up for either team will go to the Dutchwomen. As quickly over to grab it is Molly Gilchrist from Tomahawk, New York. 5'5" senior. Gilchrist last season 6 goals, was tied for the team lead. Just 1 goal and 3 assists so far this year. This is a good cross. No, I had a bad angle. That one is behind the net. Initially, it looked like it was a decent in-swinger from the left-footed Gilchrist, but it was much too far behind the net. Here's Steph May. May from Windham, New Hampshire. Ahead for Mauder, who has 2 goals on the season after that game winner on Saturday against St. Lawrence. Here's Murphy. Murphy on the dribble. Trying to play it forward. Intercepted by Shively. Union trying to counter quickly. That one skips by Stromerson. Now a chance for Union. Although the Engineers do have decent numbers back. Laid off along the far side. Farland trying to cross. Getting her foot on it was White. Another low cross coming. Loose in the box. A shot and a save. Riopel tested for the first time. On a low shot. She's able to hold on to it there. The ball pinballs off a couple of heads. It'll find Mauder. Wide for May. May taking space. Well-placed ball down the wing. Winslow's going to get there and deflected off of a Union player. That's good awareness by Winslow. I was curious why she let that ball run. She clearly could have gotten there, but must have taken a deflection I didn't see, but the officials have it right. Stromerson's going to take the corner, the first of the game for RPI. Stromerson to take the kick. She's the minutes leader for all field players for RPI. Does have an assist on the year. It's a good ball into the box, headed towards goal, flicked on by Kirk, and the save is made by Brustowitz. It was Koritko had the initial try, then Kirk flicked it eventually on frame, and it was not too difficult of a save for Brustowitz. Cross for the Dutchwomen. That will be over the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick for RPI. Here's Kirk on the ball. Again for May. She's had some space to work on the right side. Mauder. Back to May. Engineers like to possess the ball here. There's Kritko with a misplaced touch, but she's able to bail herself out and find White. White for Stromerson. 15 minutes in here. No score between the Engineers and Dutchwomen. There's a giveaway. Now the Dutchwomen on the attack once again. Monahan into the box. Bounding ball. There's an open player at the far post. A shot that goes wide. Bit of a miscommunication in the marking on the far post there. It was Silvetsky, the senior from Niskayuna, who had a pretty open opportunity. She elected to take an extra touch at first and may have costed her a chance to really test to repel there as the shot went wide. Engineers were able to collapse a bit. Now there's another loose ball won by the Dutchwomen. Durella played on and flicked on in the header. It'll go well wide. I believe that was Keene who got a head on it. Header popped towards the Union end. Lamort trying to get a head on it, now a foot. That comes off of Cornwall, the defender. It'll be a throw for RPI. Getting near to halftime in Schenectady. It's still 1-0 RPI on the men's side. There's a header by Alarian. It'll roll over the end line for a Union goal kick. Pretty decent weather here for October. Temperatures in the 60s today. They'll drop into the 50s as this game goes on. Engineers throw coming here. Lamort trying to turn out of a double team, and Gilchrist not happy with the call. Be a throw in for RPI. Into Alarian. Trying to get to the end line, cuts it back. Alarian, another step over. Double team comes to Gilchrist, and Alarian wins a corner. It's been a point of emphasis for the Engineers to win these set pieces, and they have a very good corner kick taker, a couple of them really, and Stromerson, the number one choice for Greg Gathel and the Engineers. Gathel, of course, the new head coach for the Engineers this season. There's a bounding ball towards the top of the box. Loose, and now a shot, but it was after the whistle. A foul is called on Murphy. Gathel taking over after 5 years, or 5 seasons of head coach Cord Farmer, who left over the summer. Built this program up to a contender. Engineers winning the regular season title not too long ago. That title came in 2012. The Engineers went 11-7 that season, 7-1 in the conference. There's a ball played through, too much pace on it for Winslow. Another goal kick. Both teams have gotten through the initial adrenaline rush of the beginning of the game. We'll see which team's able to control things from here on out. It's really been the Engineers who have possessed for the most part. Union's gotten their opportunities off the counter, which has been really the case for the recent meetings between these two schools. Mauder steps in. Now Karitko steps over. Wide and onside is Winslow. Back to Karitko. Lays it back for Murphy. Murphy with a cross towards the top of the box. Cleared out. Kirk. Gets it back from May. Valerian can't find Mauder, but coming back to help is Lamort. Playing a ball through, and it's a great one from May. Mauder across the top of the 6. It's swept out. Perfectly weighted ball by May. And a throw into the Engineers. Will be a substitution, the first of the game. Casey Murphy comes off. And it looks like it'll be Brittany Hansen to come on, the freshman, who is the long throw specialist for the Engineers. Will step right into her duties here from about 20 yards away from goal. Here comes the aforementioned long throw from Hansen. It's to the edge of the 6, headed in the air, headed towards the goal by Kirk. Loose ball, fired over the top. That was Winslow who eventually got her foot on it. You can see why that throw-in is so dangerous for Hansen, who drops back to her center back spot. So the Engineers do some shuffling around when Murphy comes out. May goes to the left defensive spot. Hansen plays in the middle with Stromerson, and White moves out right. So some versatility here for the Engineers along the back line. As here is Mauder. One back by Silvetsky. Played wide by Keene. Good defensive effort there by Winslow, and we play on. No, waiting for a potential advantage call, but not the case. It'll be a free kick coming for Union from about 32 yards away from goal. It looks like it'll be Bickford to take it. Here's the kick. It is going to be on goal and held onto by Rhea Pell. Couldn't quite tell what Bickford's intentions were there. As the senior from Pennington, New Jersey, took that kick somewhere between trying to serve a teammate and shoot the ball. There's a good defensive play by Stromerson to break things up. Kirk will play it forward, finding the feet of Valerian. Valerian back for Kirk, cutting it back to find space. She'll play it off to Hansen. Hansen, as I mentioned, a freshman from Fullerton, California. Lobbing it on for Lamort. Battle for the loose ball. Alarian trying to turn with it. Just forces her way by Cornwall. Good strength shown by Alarian. Now White had a chance to cross. Elects to take it further, and I believe won a corner here. She shields the ball out, and goal kick is the call. Emphatically from our referee today. Scoreless here as we come close to the 25th minute here of a substitution as Lamort comes off and Kate Edwards comes on. Edwards, a junior from Williamsville, New York. Went to Williamsville South High School. Mauder. Had it come off her foot. Now Bickford. Well worked wide to Shively. Shively into the box, and Union unable to connect on a number of these balls over the top and through the RPI defense. A lot of vertical play from Union. Those balls have to be perfect if they're going to be pulled off. So far they haven't been. May tried to play it off of the winger in front of her. Taken over by Union. It's Monahan looking for the cross. That one's blocked by May. Corner kick coming for the Dutchwomen. Halftime in Schenectady. It's 1-0 RPI on Matt Carberry's 4th goal of the season. The 20th ranked Engineers looking to bounce back from their first conference loss. Came on Saturday here at East Campus Stadium. That was to St. Lawrence by a 2-0 score. Here's the corner kick. A better one this time. Headed away by Koritko. Well won on the tackle by Edwards. Trying to break away, but good recovery speed from Farland. Wins it back for the Dutchwomen. Trying to chip it through there one time was Silvetsky. Union back on it. Played wide by Monahan. Left-footed try goes, or was headed wide. It'll be held onto by Riopel. Hansen tried to step into that one. Sliding play was made by White to win it for RPI. Kirk slotting it wide for May. There's a good ball through, although coming back was White, still trying to play it, and does so nicely. She was held a little bit there, but worked through the tackle. May ahead for Alarian. Ball just kind of popped off her foot, not what she was trying to do, gave it away. Union on the attack once again. They've carried play over the last 5 minutes or so. Good cut there. Hansen is going to have her hands full whenever she's in there trying to contain Molly Gilchrist. She's been one of the top attacking players in the league since she arrived 4 years ago. Loose ball, free to Alarian. Looking for some support. There's a good turn there. Here's Kirk. Now Winslow is dropped very deep. Hansen ahead for Koritko. Wide for May. Engineers have ball well spaced along the field here, around the field. Here's May. Koritko. Now Carrie White, senior captain. A little bit behind Mauter. She's able to find it. Good turn by Mauter. Fires it into the feet of Valerian. Trying to turn and shoot. The shot was blocked. It'll be a corner kick upcoming for RPI. Corner kick upcoming for the Engineers. It'll be Stromerson, junior from Snohomish, Washington. That one swung at by Koritko, but she didn't get a real good connection on it. It'll go out for a goal kick. 3 substitutions upcoming for Union. Valerian gets on that header. Flicked on to Koritko, now controlled by Union. Good play by Hansen to win it back. White. One time through by Kirk. Doesn't have a lot of legs on it. Now Kirk with a chance. The goalkeeper was out for a second, but recovered to make the play. That was Bickford. Now May. Valerian trying to play it wide on the first touch. Valerian with a cross. Mauder chips it on. Here's Winslow, a shot. It takes the deflection and goes wide. It'll be a corner kick for RPI. Good combination play by the Engineers along the top of the penalty area. Winslow, the left-footed shot, not her strong side, but she was able to get it away. Substitution for RPI as the Engineers bring on fifth-year Rachel Tietzen, replacing Alarian up front. Tietzen provides some height to this RPI attack. Here's the cross. It'll be held, I think. No. It finally is by Brustowitz. Did not make it cleanly as the Engineers are on the doorstep there. Great chance for the Engineers. Corey Winslow, who's looking to pick up her 4th goal. It was denied on the block. Excuse me, her 5th goal. She has 4. 4 goals and an assist. The 9 points lead the team. Koritko for Carrie White. Now Bethany Hansen up for for Tietzen out of Kelowna, British Columbia. Gets it on the header. Her long ball is off the outside of her foot, not what she was looking for there. She was trying to play Edwards. Here's Brustowitz. 7-2-2 record for Brustowitz. 0.53 goals against, 905 save percentage. Real good numbers for her as well. Here comes Carrie White, making one of her long runs up the wing, looking for a deflection. Did she get it? No. Goal kick for Union. Union controlling things. Off the restart. Shively. Ball chipped in the air. Looking for Dorella. They get it wide. Bickford forward, intercepted for a second, but the Engineers give it right back. Stepping in as one of the substitutes, Julia Delaney. We get a whistle and a push and a foul. Engineers free kick. On their own half. Koritko takes it quickly and hammers it wide to see if Edwards can keep it in play. No. Edwards tried to save it. Bickford on the dribble. Playing it wide. Monahan's cross is blocked. Correction, make that Farland. She'll get another crack at it. Out to play is Stromerson, and it's a corner. Stromerson just tried to get out and make the block and did. Another corner kick coming up for Union. It'll be the third corner kick for the Dutchwomen here, as we're under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Still no score. It'll be Gilchrist to take it. Once again, left-footed from that far corner flag. Drifting towards the top of the box. Edwards got her foot on it for a second. No, a long shot is over the top. Engineers goal kick. Engineers trying to break. It's a long ball from Kirk, and it'll just run out of play. Edwards can't track it down. Substitution for RPI. It'll be the senior captains, Dana Saylor, on. Quickly into the mix as she wins the ball off the goal kick. Sent back the other way. And out of play by Stromerson. Here's a long shot. It'll be held on a hop by Riopel. Union a couple of shots on goal, 3 of them all from distance. Riopel has not been severely tested in this game. That ball played out as Winslow was in the vicinity. Knocked out of play by the new defender, Alice Hayden, the sophomore from Hoosick Falls. That'll mean it's Bethany Hansen time for the Engineers. Backed up all the way to the cement wall. Here comes the throw. Bounces in the top of the box. Loose for a second. Union's able to get there first. Hansen trying to keep it in play. She does. The center back with the cross, and that's cleared away. And Union forced into just playing the ball out for another throw. It's almost like a corner kick for RPI. Another one, this from a little bit further away for Hansen. The throw. Partial clearance, loose ball. Edwards lays it off. One-time shot is drifting high and wide from May. Substitution coming for the Dutchwomen here. As coming off is Dorella. And entering the play is Allie Sopranowitz. Won by White. Right back from Winslow. White to the end line. Gets the deflection and the corner. 5th corner of the game coming up for RPI. It'll be Stromerson to take it. RPI looks to potentially Mauder or Kritko, Saylor, Tietzen, lots of size. Winslow as well can get on the end of this with a header. Stromerson service into the box, headed towards goal, cleared away. One of the midfielders there was on the post for Union. There's the ball off a hand. We play on. Stepping up is White to win the ball. A little bit of room on the wing is closed down quickly by Winslow. Tietzen over to force an errant pass, settled neatly by Saylor. Saylor for White. White for Mauder. Saylor all the way back for Stromerson. Under 5 to go in this really fast-moving first half. Not a lot to speak about. The Engineers have had the better of play, but not by a significant margin. Union's turned their opportunities into shots on goal. But as I mentioned earlier, all really from distance and none really troubling Riopelle. 6 shots apiece officially in the attempts department. Engineers have only worked 1 on goal. Edwards looking to cross, didn't get anything on it. It's cleared away. Looking to turn is Gilchrist. In for Farland. Or excuse me, make that Taylor Ratto. Freshman from Woodbury, Connecticut. That one skips onto the foot. And now a little bit of trouble there as Brustwitz has to come out of the box to play it. That one caught Mauder's hand, but we play on. Didn't affect the play. That's a good no call from a referee who's been good so far today. Good work by White to not only step in and win that ball, but keep it for herself. Now Kirk, a little bit of room. That closes down in a hurry, and the Dutchwomen are able to clear. Stromerson tracking, plays it off the face of Ratto. Or Ratto, rather. Hansen over to take the throw. Not sure she can find the 6 from here. We'll give it a look. She'll toss it deep anyway, as far as she can. It's about a 30, 35-yard throw. It'll be Hansen again. Good measurement here. She's throwing it from about the 40 on the football field. Onto the chest of Winslow. Saylor trying to find Tietzen. Looked like she was offside. But not the case. Another throw incoming, and it'll be Hansen this time from the left side. You can see the clock. 2:23 to go in the first half. Engineers trying to get a late first half goal. Send them into halftime with the lead. Tietzen trying to get on it. Takes a deflection. It'll be out for another corner kick for RPI. The first from the left side, so the right-footed Stromerson will have an in-swinging corner kick this time. There is Stromerson once again, as you can see, 5'6", from Snohomish, Washington. Here's the kick towards the back post. Loose ball headed straight up in the air. Saylor trying to get on it. And it's blocked up by May for a second. Shot by Saylor was headed towards the post, and it'll be cut off and held by Brustowitz. One on the foot by Mauder. And now a giveaway. The Engineers have it. Edwards calling for it is Tietzen. Here is Tietzen on the left foot, cuts it back. Shot by Edwards is blocked. Trying to hammer it across the face of goal or get it in the vicinity was Kirk, and it'll be another throw in for RPI. Hansen once more. Under a minute now to play in the half. No stoppage time here in NCAA soccer yet, although I'd like to see that someday. Have FIFA timing for these games. There's a ball into the box. May have caught a hand, but inadvertent. And a good no call once again. Here's White. She'll take a shot wide and a bit high. Just a bit ambitious from Carrie White. who has found the scoring touch in the past. That ball out for RPI throw. And there is the final horn. I was going to say White did have a goal last year against NYU from her defensive positioning, but not on that try, as we'll send this one to halftime. Your score is the Engineers 0 and the Dutchwomen 0. Shots so far 9-6 in favor of RPI. Shots on goal 3-1 Union. RPI with 6 corners to the Dutchwomen 3. The Engineers were caught offside 2 times. We'll take a quick break here and be back with the second half from East Campus Stadium. You're watching RPI Women's Soccer on RPI TV. Second half underway. RPI and Union scoreless through 45 minutes, but the Engineers on the attack. It's Korytko. Wide for May, who's back on the right to start the second half. Engineers go with their starting lineup in the game. May with a nice little cutback, looking to chip it in left-footed. It's cleared away. Korytko will have Folly playing it forward, gets it back, chipping it back over the top. Flicked on by Ilarion. Winslow trying to get there, and she gets her foot on it. But it goes wide for a goal kick. Brustowitz. Popped in the air, Lamort. Another one off her face this time. Ilarion trying to win it back. That's just well kept by Jessica Farland, a junior from Fiskdale, Massachusetts. A little bit of room for Union now. Playing it forward is Silvetsky, and cleared away by White, who's done a great job really anywhere the Engineers have used her. Center back out wide as May wins that ball for Sandy Kirk. Now Winslow. Back for May, back to Kirk. Wide to Winslow. Winslow to Ilarion. Ilarion trying to give it back to Winslow, but didn't have enough on the pass. Engineers do win it back, though. Ilarion has it. They're in the 77th minute in Schenectady. It's 1-0 RPI on the men's side. Good turn by Kirk. Looking for some space. Has Lamort to her right. Still Kirk. Good tackle. Winning it was Shively. Union back the other way. Long ball, trying to find Monahan. Carrie White's there, trying to shield it out of play. Monahan wins it back and wins, in a Union throw-in. Union having their scoring woes in this middle stages of the season, haven't scored in 277 minutes and 7 seconds through halftime of this game. It's led to a couple losses and a couple draws. They have only won one of their last 5 games. That came against Bard on September 27th. In this stretch where they've gone 1-2-2. As a cross comes in, and that's Bruskowitz, who had to come out and make a play on that ball. Couple of ties in there, 0-0 against Clarkson. 1-1 tie at home against Skidmore. They lost 1-0 to Brockport. As I mentioned, the other loss came to St. Lawrence, 1-0 last Friday. Murphy back for Stromerson. She'll play it over the top, and it's headed out of play. RPI throw-in coming. Engineers are in action this weekend. They head down to Annandale on Hudson to take on the Bard Raptors. That game's scheduled for 2 p.m. Engineers then host RIT and number 23 William Smith next weekend. Actually, William Smith up to number 11 in the country. Played a tough early schedule, did the Herons, and now they're back on track. They are now at 8-2, 3-0 in the conference. They're in first place. Here's Mauter for the Engineers. Tried a little step over. Jumping in was Lamort. Couldn't get a foot on it. Back to get it, Korytko. Wide for Murphy. Murphy for Stromerson. Engineers electing to keep the ball. Very patient. White Wide for Winslow, tracking it down. Winslow. May forward for Alarian. Alarian looking to turn, cuts inside and eventually brings down the Union player. Looks like Shively with a tackle. Football of another kind by Alarian. Alarian from Folsom, California, went to Vista del Lago High School. Does have a goal so far this season and an assist for 3 points. She's played in 11 games, all of them for RPI, starting 9, including tonight's game. That one last touch by Farland. RPI will win the throw. Casey Murphy to throw it in. There's a whistle. And a free kick upcoming for Union just across midfield on the RPI side. Jessica Farland to take it. Looks like she has intentions of playing this one into the penalty area. Decent looking ball, only Stromerson has it covered. Plays it out for a Union throw. Stromerson will admit to have mishit that ball. Looking to play it up the wing. Here is Farland to throw it. That comes off Murphy's head, and they're going to say it's a corner. A couple of fans did not agree, but looks like the right call from up here. Corner kick upcoming for the Dutchwomen. It will be their 4th of the game. The Engineers have attempted 6. Here is Gilchrist. Left-footed ball. Right-footed away by Stromerson. Good header by Lamort. Gets it to Alarian. Alarian a little bit late on the ball out wide and will allow Union to take it back over. That ball skipped on. Here comes Gilchrist. Make that Durella rather. Pulling it back. Durella tried to cut it upfield. Poked away by Murphy. She'll try and track it down. Durella plays it back to the center back, Ali Leahy. Union switching the point of attack to the far side. Gilchrist chipping on. White flips it back the other way. Karitko trying to settle. Misses Kirk. And Union takes back over. Shively right down the middle. Easily handled by Riopel. Bit of a short kick. Engineers do win it, however. Here's Lamort. Lamort out of Pauling, New York. Trying to keep it. Some physical play going on. Lamort sweeps it away, but right to Farland. Now Gilchrist looking to turn, lost the handle. Gets some support there from Monahan. Monahan working on Stromerson. Still Monahan. Blocked on the pass by Shelby Stromerson. Wide for Bickford. Bickford makes a move around Lamort. Over is Murphy to help out. Now Whitney Bickford trying to turn Murphy, and she may have won a corner. Yes, she did. 5th corner for Union here, as they've kind of had the upper hand early on in the second half. We're in the 55th minute of play. No score. It'll be Durella to take this corner. Bounces in the box, loose. Winslow clears. That one cleared out by Casey Murphy. As I mentioned, she transferred to RPI from St. Peter's University from the Division I level. Had a little bit of a tough time last year, but she's been in the starting lineup for most, if not all, of 2014. Murphy playing in her 12th game. She has started now 10 for the Engineers. Excuse me, her 11th. She's missed one. Ball played in, headed on goal, and they scores. 1-0 Union. Great header that time from Julia Shively, senior from Wayland, Massachusetts. Union on the board. Goal number 1 on the season for Shively. So it's 1-0 Union. The Engineers looking to counter quickly. Shot over the top on the left foot by Sandy Kirk. Shively scored 2 goals as a freshman back in 2011. Hadn't scored since till this evening. We'll see how RPI does respond. Still plenty of time left in this game, but the opening salvo has been fired. Here's a chance now for the Engineers as Winslow bringing up the wing. Still Winslow looking to cross, getting a foot on it and clearing it. That was an important play there on the clearance. You have a substitution coming here. Engineers will send in Hansen for Murphy. There is a look at Bethany Hansen, 5'5", retreats all the way to the fence. Here comes the long throw. Pop towards the top of the area. Lamort trying to turn with it. Comes free. May, a shot, and that one. Did it take a deflection? Yes, it did. Corner kick coming for the Engineers. Linesman along the far side said a goal kick, but the referee right in the right spot to make the call says otherwise. Here's Stromerson once again. 7th corner for RPI. Trying to answer the Union corner kick goal. Here's the ball in. Sits for Koritko. Her shot was blocked. There's Lamort, rather. Ball in. Alarian. Let it run for Mauter. Mauter turning. In for Koritko. Koritko can't get the shot away. Now we get a whistle and a handball, I believe, called on Alarian. Mad scramble inside the penalty area. Union bailed out just a bit by the handball. The Engineers were looking dangerous there. Koritko wins this one, pops it straight up in the air. Quick ball through. White's going to have the pace to get by and to get on the end of it. Silvetsky not quite as speedy as Carey White, and a nice ball up to Winslow as well. Winslow cutting it back over for White. A little bit too much on that one. Throw in for Union. Last season was a 1-0 victory for Union in Schenectady. That's really how the series has gone for RPI. They haven't won a lot of the games. They've only won 4 out of the 27, but a lot of them have won goal games. Good find here is May. Right back to Alarian, turning. Alarian goes down. We play on. Here's Winslow. Gets a deflection and I believe a corner upcoming for the Engineers. RPI fans are screaming for a penalty. It looked like a clean tackle from here, or at least clean enough in the eyes of the referee and I'm sure Union fans. Personally, I don't see how they could have given a penalty there. Engineers do win the corner, however. Stromerson once again. Here's the ball in. It's a high one. Headed by Alarian. Loose ball backheeled towards and kept off the line by a Union defender. Couldn't quite see who that was, but they sure saved a goal. Final from Schenectady. It's men's soccer defeating Union 1-0. Here the RPI women trail with 30 minutes to go. Now under 30 minutes left. So Matt Carberry's goal stands up on the men's side. Here's Alarian looking to cross, gets a deflection. Will it be kept out? No. It'll be another corner for RPI. Stromerson once again. The kick, headed away convincingly. White got under that volley. So go bounding out towards the corner flag, right back to Stromerson. Now a low cross. Did it take a deflection? Yes, it did. Another corner for the Engineers. Towards the top of the six, headed on goal. Another crack at it for Kirk. There's a big pileup in the net, and we still have no whistle. And now we get a whistle. And uncovering the pile, Brustowitz somehow has the ball in her arms. Wow, the Engineers have done that a couple times now. Everything but score. Koritko, I think, had the last crack at that one before everything kind of caved in on the goal line, and Brustowitz somehow managed to find that ball out of the scrum. Monahan, wide, intercepted by White. Winslow lost it, I believe, trying to dribble. Ball played through, cleared away by Stromerson, settled by Alarian. Lamort. Shot way over the top. Goal kick upcoming for Unions. You get a look there at Allison Brustowitz. Having a terrific season for these Dutchwomen. Here's a long ball from Koritko, and Winslow can't keep it in play. Real tough ball to settle, especially on this turf. White. Try to play it back to Karitko. Is intercepted by Gilchrist. And now Gilchrist on the dribble. Strong on that left foot. Ball across the top of the box. A little bit of room. Here's a shot that was blocked by Stromerson on the attempt by Bickford. Now Lamort. Under 25 to go. Lamort has the speed. She'll carry it all the way down the wing. Lamort into the box. No, good tackle. It was very well done, but taken right back by the Engineers' Mauter. Mauter for Lamort. Lobbing it in. It's a decent idea. Running far post over there was Winslow. There's a shot by Alarian blocked, and that one's cleared away. White's going to get there. Kerry White chipping it in. Headed by Winslow. Tracked down in the corner. And letting it run out of play is Jenna Cornwall, senior from Middletown, Connecticut. We have a substitution coming here. 2 new Dutchwomen into the game. As it'll be number 22, Kieran Mackey. Didn't see the other one. Hansen trying to win it along the far sideline for the Engineers. Does. Ahead for Alarian. Dally Alarian cutting it back twice, and second time taken away. There's a slide tackle by Alarian. And she'll get a talking to here. It's her second or third foul. I believe that's what the issue was there. Yellow cards can be given, of course, for repetitive or continuous infractions. Doesn't have to be necessarily one bad foul. So Alarian just getting reminded there. Here's White. Trying to play it near side. May. Back for Stromerson. May uses the outside of her foot as well as just about any player I've seen at this level. There's a long ball for Kirk. Can she get there? I think so. Kirk cutting it back. Gets it back off a deflection. And it will be cleared and kept nicely on the near sideline. Good work that time by Shively. And now Rado. Played out by Hansen. It'll be a Union throw. RPI substitution upcoming, but we'll have to wait till it's their throw. Farland gets it back from Gilchrist. And now Farland. She'll dribble to the sideline. She's been dynamic so far for this Union team. Gets the cross in, into the box, and tracked down. Good marking that time. Karitko was all over Gilchrist there. Not allowing her to get much on anything. Not even sure you warrant that. A shot attempt. Good tackle by Mauter. Ahead for Alarian. She's held just a bit. We play on. Farland back for Brustowitz. The goal for Julia Shively. It's her first in 48 games with the Dutchwomen. As I mentioned, her last goal came back in her freshman season, October 5th, 2011. Goal kick upcoming. The Union fans in the crowd did not agree, and they let our officiating staff know about it. Couple subs for RPI. Alarian off. Tietzen on. And now Edwards on for Lamort. There's Tori Riopel. She's only come out of one game so far this season as Riopel. Alex Schultz got an opportunity. Right off the goal kick, Union back on the attack. The one game she came out of was the Mount Holyoke game. The Engineers won that one 2-0 here at East Campus Stadium on September 23rd. Now a shot from the outside goes wide and a goal kick upcoming for RPI. Find out what kind of fight the Engineers have in them as we're under 20 minutes to go in the second half. RPI trailing at 1-0 to Union here. They've come close on a couple occasions. Kirk wide for White. Tietzen, a little bit too much on that one. Substitution for Union this time. White trying to turn. Slammed out. Tietzen looks to settle. Finds Kirk. Good recovery run from Bickford to win it back, and now she's on the ball for Union. Turns away. Hansen steps up well and wins the ball. White for Tietzen. Tried to fit it between a couple players. Did find Kirk in the end. It's over the top, looking for Edwards. Edwards trying to track it down. Good ball from Koritko. Edwards turning. Back for May. Back to Edwards with some space. To the end line goes Edwards. Left-footed crosses low, and oh boy. A right-footed clearance went awry that time. As that was Shively who, if she hit that one just a little bit differently, it might have been headed towards the own net. It eventually went over the top and out for an RPI corner. Shots are 17-9 RPI in this game. Is the corner kick upcoming from Stromerson. RPI's 12th. Here it is, into the box, headed away. As all 11 Dutchwomen were in the penalty area and all but 2 Engineers. Trying to get on the end of that one. Once again, the aerial ball won by Union. Here's Hansen with a long throw. Flick towards the top of the penalty area, pops straight up in the air, headed on by Winslow and cleared out. Stromerson wide for May. Good tackle, but Union stays on it, and then they win a throw. That was Farland along the near sideline. Substitution for Union. Brianna Dorella comes off. And into the game comes Michaela Brophy out of Cohasset, Massachusetts. Brophy, a junior, listed at 5'6". And now an RPI throw upcoming. We approach the 75th minute of play. Union scoring here in the second half. Julia Shively in the 57th minute on a header. Gilchrist with the assist on the delivery. A little bit of space now for Koritko. Making runs. In front of her are Kirk and Tietzen, but the ball is low and intercepted. Mauder lets it play back for Hansen, then it's slammed off the face of one of the Dutchwomen players and slow to get up, but back to her feet. Here's number 20, Brophy, who just came into the game. That's a tough way to start your evening. Brophy didn't play in the first half, but she's in here and took one right on the forehead. There's a header, popped straight up. Kritko trying to bring it down. There are two Dutchwomen there. White steps in, and RPI will take the throw. Nope, a foul is called. Excuse me, they'll pull it back. No advantage for the Engineers. We'll get to see the extent of Taylor Kritko's right leg. Kritko is senior. Chandler, Arizona, to Hamilton High School out there. Is a short ball to Stromerson, back to Kritko. Wide for White. Tried to backheel it. Didn't go anywhere, and then it'll be a RPI throw upcoming. Engineers with 17 shots, but just one on goal. That's kind of been the story here. Brustowitz hasn't really had a whole lot to deal with as far as shots. The Engineers have tried to scrum and, ruck the ball into the goal, but nothing conventional about the Engineer opportunities so far. They have had 12 corners. Here's Kirk. A little bit of room for Kritko. Slotting it into Tietzen. Tietzen turning. Tietzen trying to get a shot off. It was blocked. Good read by Stromerson. Engineers playing with some urgency here, and they have to be. Down a goal, 13 minutes left. White keeps that one in play. Still Carrie White. Looking for the cross. A couple of fakes in there. White turning around in a circle. Did she win a corner? No. A lot of work down the sideline for Carrie White. The Dutchwomen attempting to, well, they're sending two players out there. Shows how much respect they have for the senior captain White. There's a ball headed in the air by Kritko. Popped wide by Tietzen. Nobody there. Kritko wins a header. Kirk. Engineers look for space in the middle. Mauter into the middle for Tietzen. That one's cleared away. Hansen will track it down. 12 minutes left. Stromerson. Now May. Hansen for White. Kritko ahead, looking for Winslow, and Winslow hadn't started a run, and it wasn't timed all that well. Now Winslow. Looking to take it end line. The cross into the middle for Kirk. Trying to get a shot away. It was partially blocked, or just tackled off her foot, rather. Union looking for some breathing room here, and it'll be lobbed right back in by Hansen. Towards the top of the box. Tietzen's there. Looking to turn. Tietzen tackled away, and another clean tackle there. Engineers fans hollering for a foul, but once again, I thought the ball was there. Long throw by Hansen, headed back. White trying to get there. White goes down. Good play by Kirk. With White up the field, Kirk retreats well to win the ball back for the Engineers. Kritko playing it forward. No clear target on that ball. Maybe some space now. Good ball in. Farland with two teammates in the penalty area, and that's Kate Edwards back from her forward position to defend and plays it out for a Union throw. We're into the 81st minute. There's a ball flicked on off the back of an RPI player. It will be a corner for Union. Seventh corner of the game for Union. It will be Michaela Brophy to take it. Brophy tying her shoe. This is awfully deliberate here. There's a ball into the 6, poked away, and well out of danger by Karitko. Edwards for Tietzen. Tietzen with some room. Trying to slot it ahead for Edwards. It's a decent ball. Well done, though, on the recovery by Jessica Farland. Farland, the right back for Union. She does a great job up and down that right flank. Really does the same thing Carrie White does for RPI. Twisting and turning and taking down his Mauter. This is a decent position for RPI. May thought about taking it quickly. She'll leave it for Karitko here. The wise choice. Karitko's scored from further than this away. No, she'll take it quickly. Edwards into the box, cutting it inside. Edwards' shot is twisting wide and is never going to challenge Brustowitz. 3 substitutions now for Union, 1 for RPI. As we have 8 minutes to go. Alarian back on for Tietzen, who gave the Engineers a number of solid minutes there. White for Karitko. In an awkward position is fouled. Gilchrist back on, as is Dorella for Union. Ball played towards the top of the box, flicked on and cleared. Karitko over to get it. The other substitution was Monahan for the Dutchwomen, so the attacking players getting a rest here for the Dutchwomen. Midway through the half, they're all back on. Karitko forward for Alarian. Back for Mauter. Lost the ball. Dorella forward for Monahan. Too much on it. It'll be an RPI goal kick. Under 7 to go. Rhea Pell hustling over to get the ball. And put it back into play. Headed by Bickford. She'll get it back and just play it into the corner. Not a problem if you're Union. Make the Engineers go 120 yards. Hansen to throw. That one headed in the air. Kirk. Forward and right to Shively, the goal scorer. That one out off of Union. Right at midfield will come the Bethany Hansen throw-in. Here it is, headed back. May headed down. Alarian trying to get on it. Union in possession. They give it away. Mauter, wide for White. Is there any late game magic for the Engineers? White cuts it back from Mauter. Mauter with a move, gets free, left-footed cross in towards Alarian. A shot blocked by a hand. Was the call going to be made? No. It's going to be a corner. Thought the penalty could have been given there, but the Engineers have no argument. Looked to be clearly off a hand, but a little bit farther up in the air. Here's Stromerson's corner. Engineers do win the corner. Here's the ball in, headed towards goal. Thied in the air. Clearance out of immediate danger. RPI still on it. 4:42 left. Lobbed up in the air, headed by Koritko. Comes down to Brustowitz, and she holds on. I'd like to see that play again on the shot by Alarian. I just couldn't quite see what that hit. It could have been a head. In which case I'm off base in my claims, but I thought just for a second it came off an arm, and intentional or not, being in the way of a scoring opportunity such as that would have warranted the penalty. But we play on. 4 minutes to go. There's a whistle and a push on Alarian. There's a showing of the corner kick and the clearance that time. Engineers coming close on probably too many occasions than they'll want to see tomorrow if the result remains the same here. Monahan doing some time wasting. Here's Alarian. Engineers trying to clear it out of their own corner. They finally do. Kirk's going to get on the end of this one. Good pace being shown defensively. And once again, it's Farland. Cannot be stressed enough how well she's played today for Union. Stromerson's clearance. Kept by Koritko. Ball played in top of the box. Hansen gets some help from Stromerson on the clearance. Engineers running out of time here. 2.5 to go. Playing it to the far corner now. Union playing like they know how with the lead, which they haven't had in a while. They're playing the safe ball into the corner, not risking much. Under 2 to play. Kirk lobbing it forward. Here is Winslow. A little bit of a missed touch, but she stays on it. Playing it back. All the way through. May behind Koritko. And Union clears, and they'll get on it as well. Monahan plays it around Stromerson. Stromerson going to get the ball. 1:20 left. Here's Hansen's throw. Into the corner looking for Koritko. Headed in the air. Koritko with a chance to settle. She turns. Koritko. Left-footed cross. Skipping in. Alarian to the middle. Winslow. One try. Now Kirk a shot off the football crossbar. And on top of the net. Oh, how close the Engineers have been this evening. 45 seconds left. Brustowitz to put the ball back into play. Headed in the air by White. Edwards trying to win it. Edwards was the one who settled it back and set up that attempt. White to throw into 25 seconds. Union to clear. Hansen back towards the top of the box, looking for Koritko. Taken on, and now Union with a chance to ice this game. Played through the middle. Some space for Monahan. Sweeping it away, and now Stromerson clears with 7. Engineers really have to hurry now. White played it off the back of Their teammate Edwards, and that is how this one ends. Engineers with 22 attempts at goal. Just one was able to find the target and was not able to beat Allison Brustowitz, who finishes with the one save shutout. Riepel made 3 saves on 9 attempts, 4 on goal. As the tally by Julia Shively, her first since her freshman year, in the 57th minute is the difference in this one. So for all of us here at RPI TV, we'd like to thank you for watching tonight's game. See the teams line up for the customary handshake. The Engineers fall for the first time in conference play. They're now 2-1. Union 2-1-2 in the league. Union moves into second with the victory. RPI now in third with 6 points. They'll have to try and rebound on Saturday, 2 o'clock, when they travel down to take on Bard, another league opponent there. RPI home once again next Friday and Saturday when they take on RIT and 11th ranked William Smith. So once again, from all of us here at RPI TV, we'd like to thank you for watching tonight's game. Once again, your final score was Union 1 and the Engineers nothing. This has been RPI Women's Soccer on RPI TV.